The world outside is covered in a fresh blanket of snow, turning everything into a quiet, white wonderland. The crisp air, the way the snowflakes land gently on the ground, and the peaceful silence make it the perfect day to embrace simple, heartwarming activities. Today is all about slowing down, appreciating the beauty of nature, and enjoying the comfort of home. From potting up seedlings to baking a rustic loaf of crusty French bread, let's make the most of this snowy day. The morning light filters through frost-kissed windows, casting a soft glow over the kitchen. A steaming mug of coffee warms my hands as I gaze outside at the serene landscape. The snow, untouched and pristine, glistens under the gentle morning sun. There's something magical about the way winter transforms the world into a hushed sanctuary. Before heading outside, I gather a warm coat, scarf, and gloves, preparing to step into the crisp, cold air. The first step onto the snow is met with a satisfying crunch, and the coolness fills my lungs. The trees stand tall, their branches heavy with freshly fallen snow, while birds flit about, searching for seeds left out for them. It's the kind of day that makes you grateful for the warmth of home and the simple pleasures of life. Back inside, it's time to tend to the seedlings. The growing station, set up by a sunny window, is filled with delicate green sprouts reaching toward the light. Potting up seedlings is an essential step in their journey, giving them more space to stretch their roots and grow strong. I carefully lift each one from its starting tray, cradling the tiny plants with care, and transfer them into individual pots filled with nutrient-rich soil. The process is soothing, feeling the dirt between my fingers, ensuring each plant is tucked in securely, and misting them with water to settle the roots. Gardening in winter is a reminder of the promise of spring. Each small leaf and fragile stem holds the potential for lush, vibrant growth in the months ahead. Even in the midst of snow-covered landscapes, life continues, quietly and steadily, waiting for its time to flourish. With the seedlings nestled in their new homes, it's time for the next comforting ritual of the day, baking a rustic, crusty French bread. There's something truly satisfying about making bread from scratch. The simplicity of flour, water, yeast, and salt coming together to create something so wholesome and delicious is nothing short of magical. The dough starts with warm water and yeast, gently awakening in a large mixing bowl. A generous measure of flour and a pinch of salt follow, and then the mixing begins. Kneading the dough by hand is a rhythmic, almost meditative process. Press, fold, turn. Over and over, the dough becomes smooth and elastic, coming to life beneath my hands. Once properly kneaded, it rests, covered with a cloth, allowing the yeast to work its magic. As the dough rises, the house fills with the warm, comforting aroma of yeast. The gentle hum of activity, the occasional crackle of the fireplace, and the muffled sound of snow falling outside create an atmosphere of pure contentment. After an hour, the dough has doubled in size, ready to be shaped. A light dusting of flour on the counter, the dough turned out, and with careful hands, it's shaped into a round ball. A sharp knife scores the top, allowing the bread to expand as it bakes. The preheated oven, with a baking stone inside, is ready. A pan of hot water is placed on the lower rack, creating steam that helps achieve that signature crisp crust. As the bread bakes, the golden crust forms, crackling as it meets the heat. The scent of fresh bread mingles with the lingering earthiness of soil and the crispness of snow, a perfect combination of nature and home. The final loaf, pulled from the oven, is a masterpiece of rustic beauty. The crust is golden and crackly, the inside soft and airy, perfect for slathering with butter or dipping into a warm bowl of soup. The snow outside continues to fall, a gentle reminder to slow down and appreciate the simple joys. The seedlings rest in their new pots, promising future harvests, while the freshly baked bread cools on the wooden counter, its warmth filling the home. Days like this are a gift, a chance to reconnect with nature, nourish the body, and feed the soul. With a slice of warm bread in hand and a cozy blanket wrapped around my shoulders, I settle near the window, watching the snowfall. Life's simple moments, like the crunch of fresh snow, the feel of soil between the fingers, and the taste of homemade bread, are the ones that matter most. They remind us to savor the present, to find joy in the everyday, and to embrace the beauty of each season. As the day continues, I prepare a pot of hot tea, its fragrant steam rising in soft curls. The warmth spreads through my fingertips, a perfect pairing with the fresh bread. I spread a bit of homemade jam over a slice, the sweetness mingling with the buttery warmth of the crust. Outside, the landscape remains untouched, a mesmerizing canvas of white, and inside, the feeling of contentment grows stronger. The fire crackles, adding its warmth to the room, and I take a moment to reflect. These quiet winter days, spent in simple, mindful activities, are the ones that nourish the soul. Potting seedlings, baking bread, sipping tea, they are reminders that life doesn't have to be fast-paced to be meaningful. Each small act, each moment of connection with nature and home, builds a life filled with warmth and intention. As evening falls, the glow of candlelight flickers across the room. I take one last look outside, admiring the stillness of the snow-covered world. With a heart full of gratitude and a home filled with warmth, I know that days like this are treasures. The simple joys of fresh snow, nurturing seedlings, and the comforting embrace of homemade bread remind me of the beauty in slowing down, being present, and cherishing the little things in life.